And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Doris Berg, Greg Anthony. Shams, over the last decade, the Warriors were the team. And this decade is kind of wide open. So Joe, he's checked in for Gilgeous Alexander. Spurs also with the sub. Hall's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Johnson. Paul out there with the professor. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Sohan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Williams up on top. He's guarded by Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Gets himself open and drills it. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Holmgren can't hit.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Hall's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Spurs. Joe passes to Holmgren. Back to Joe. Holmgren sets the screen for Caruso. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Hall, that's good.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 9 points. Outside, Dort. Here's Caruso. Just 3 on the clock. And the dunk by Holmgren.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive?
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got the professor. Zach Collins is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they've just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Love that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want, but there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes the free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Great touch on the 16-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, the rise and fire off the bounce by Gilgeous-Alexander. With that length and release point, good luck guarding it.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Alex Caruso in for Cason Wallace. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Zach Collins. Johnson comes in for Wembanyama. Vassell, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Paul's subbed in for Jones. Here's Joe. Nailed from three-point land. Joe's got 5.
You've got to let it fly on the catch, Isaiah Joe. Yes, sir.
Pass to Hall. Lets it go with a 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And it's now 26 points for the professor.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Pass to Joe. Holmgren with a screen on Paul. Joe can't get it to go. San Antonio leading by 18. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Caruso. Now here's Dort. To end the run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws here tonight. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Paul. 8 points for him. Here's Hall. And it's good off the back rim and in. Hall's got 34 points.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Here's Williams. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's San Antonio with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game,
When I look at San Antonio,
Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the San Antonio Spurs.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively, nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track,
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe think. They're making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. Hall's checked in for the Spurs. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Caruso and Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Here's Caruso, and he slams it one-handed.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Paul passes to Hall. Shoots over Caruso, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 40 points for the professor.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Hall, that's good.
And just feeding the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 56 seconds left to play in the third. Holmgren can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Hall. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Caruso. Rebounded by Hall. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Hall's got 44.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Now here's Caruso, covered by Hall. Screen by Hartenstein. A wide open look here for Caruso. Trains the three-pointer. Caruso's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Thunder. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Spurs out in front, running away with this one. And we're coming right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, they've got Harrison Barnes. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Zach Collins. Then there's the professor, and it's Jones in at the point. Here's Wallace. Rebound San Antonio. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hall. 20 feet out. And it's San Antonio with another.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Hall. Good, he hits again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Now here's Wallace. Not a lot of room. Collins against Hartenstein. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Here's Hall. Wallace covering. Hall, no good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
On the wing, Wallace, defended by Jones. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Hall. Buries the long-range jumper. Hall's got 55.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer off the mark.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Here's Hall. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly.
And got it! Another basket.
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. In fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that. Trying to get something going, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for San Antonio.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And again for threes.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
Here's Hall. Good, another from 3.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest.
Great win tonight, MP.
Yeah, MP. Good job, MP. I see.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me? Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now, remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs, too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
Welcome, everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs and with this being the first game of their NBA Cup campaign, the goal is to make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, B.A. We get 4 teams in each conference that make it. It's the 3 group winners plus a wild card. One thing to keep in mind, point differential could be key in advancing.
Well, guys, you can't look at this team and not get into the topic of MP. He's been a very vocal and driving force for his squad, and he's made it known that he's got his sights set on winning the NBA Cup this season.
And you gotta love how that just ramps up his teammates, the coaching staff, and even us at the broadcast table. But seriously, I'm gonna be looking at how tough each of these group stage games are for MP. He and his guys aren't the only team with their sights set on the NBA Cup this season.
And now the Los Angeles starters. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Austin Reeves out there with Gabe Vincent. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
Hey, BA. Well, no surprise, MP is on a mission to bring home the NBA Cup, telling me I want to be a part of a winning legacy. That's my main goal in any competition I'm in. Victories come first. All that individual stuff comes later. Would you expect anything less from MP, Brian?
Nope, we sure wouldn't. And this guy is all in. It's James on the wing. 23 points his last outing. And it's James with the jam.
For all his strength and power, James can also be extremely graceful, throwing off the defender with a really nice move there.
Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players, and he's in that category, one of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Down low, and Davis slams it home.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Out to the wing. Here's Hall. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Hall's got 13 now, and what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Yeah, and for them, that was a bit embarrassing, so expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Here's Hall. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. He's got 15.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Puts up a 3. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here is James.
What you say?
My goodness.
Come on now. Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A different look for San Antonio. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jones in for Paul. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for LeBron. Reddish comes in for Hachimura. Christie's checked in for Reeves. And Hood Schifino subbed in for Vincent. Jones, the pass to Hall. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Lakers trail by 11. Pass to Christie. To the inside. Here's Vanderbilt. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Hall. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Hall's got 24.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Down low. The fader. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Spurs lead by 12. Here's Hall. Davis with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Reddish passes to Davis.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Here's Hall. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. San Antonio on top. They lead by 12. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Christian Wood out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's LeBron James. Then there's Cam Reddish. And it's Christie in at the point. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by James.
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what, 2 decades?
Pass to Hall. Releases. Nice jump shot. Hall's got 28.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency, and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's James. Left side, Vanderbilt. It's stolen by Barnes. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
James deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Fires the 3. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
And when James is knocking down his threes, watch out. This offense is dangerous.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Collins. Mamu Kelishvili comes in for Barnes. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. And it's Paul in for Jones. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Davis, he's checked in for Christian Wood. Hachimura comes in for Reddish. Reeves is checked in for Vanderbilt. And Vincent is subbed in for Christie. Count it. Good. Paul's got 35 in the game.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Buries it from 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
James, left side. Oh, and the jam by James.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game, put up big scoring numbers, a bunch.
And it's good for 2. Paul's got 40 points.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
The shot by Reeves, no good. Spurs lead by 21. Lets it go from the wing. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Paul's got 42 in the game.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
James, left side. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Hall. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And there's James from the arc. And that's not going to go. And so the San Antonio Spurs up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back to the game after this break.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
You take a look at the Lakers. They've moved down to the number 3 spot. Not bad, but certainly not 1 or 2.
That is accurate. 3 is not 1 or 2. Showing off that mathematical acumen. Well done, big fella. We are in awe.
1.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the San Antonio Spurs.
They've kept the ball moving. No one's trying to be a hero, and you see the results.
Yeah, they're just not slinging it around. They are passing with.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
We've got Chris Paul. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Hall in at the 2. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Welcome in to the Jalen Murphy Show. I'm your host, Jalen Murphy. I know more about sports than you do.
That's debatable.
Watch your mouth, Russ. We got a great show for you today, starting off with a brand new segment, Trash Talk Do's and Don'ts.
Oh, I'll start. Don't tell people how to trash talk when you were 7th man with a rickety jump shot and the handle of a precocious 4th grader.
Okay. Do keep your mouth shut if you spent most of your career waving towels at the end of the bench.
You know what? You've been selling me short since college, man. How about this? We could have won a championship, but you looked me off to take a double-team 30-footer at the buzzard, buddy.
For the last time, Russell, you weren't open.
I was open.
Guys.
I was open. I was wide open.
Just, if I may, can I just say, wowzers. I'm so looking forward to learning from both of you. And more data is always important, even when it's something as unquantifiable as trash talk.
Shut it, Toby!
Okay.
Let's start the segment. Don't trash talk if you can't back it up. There's nothing worse than writing checks with your mouth that your game can't cash.
That's what I'm saying. Not only does it make you look like a clown, but it demoralizes your teammates.
You'd know all about demoralizing your teammates, wouldn't you, Russ?
Oh, you would like to think so, except that my basketball skills were so superior to yours my entire career that you couldn't even hold a candle to me, Jalen.
Guys, if I may, just to put some perspective on this, there are only 525 athletes in the NBA at any given moment. And FIBA estimates there are 450 million basketball players worldwide.
Wow.
Which means you're in the top 99.9% of players by just being in the NBA alone, which that's a pretty impressive stat, Jalen.
Toby.
Yes?
Enough. You already won the lottery by marrying my sister. There's no need to suck up to Russell like this. It's unseemly.
I'm not sucking up. I want to make sure everyone feels like they have value, and I'm just following the data and seeing where the facts lead. You know what?
Shut it, Toby.
Okay.
Do keep your trash talk about the game. We're all competitors here. But there's no need to bring up family, friends, or physical attributes. In other words, show some class.
Jalen, you literally just brought up my wife.
Yes, Toby, but I did it with class. And besides, this is television, not basketball. Anything goes.
Great win tonight, MP.
I told you. Once you make the starting lineup, we're in the endorsement game now.
Yeah.
And look where we at.
Does that mean that you finally got me a shoe deal?
What? Come on, man. I ain't just get you one shoe deal. I got you 6.
Yeah, stop playing. What you mean?
All these people right here want to sign you. Okay, and they're more than happy to come to terms with us. All you got to do is tell me which one you want to go with, and we golden. Bro. Great choice.
Yo, I cannot believe I'm getting paid to wear sneakers, man. This is the kind of thing that we dreamed about back in Plainview, man.
And this is just the start, okay? Look at the names on the spreadsheet. These are all the companies you can work with if you keep going the way you're going.
Yo, I appreciate all this, man. You putting in work, bro.
Come on, man. That's what you pay me for. This ain't no charity. I'm here to help you maximize your brand. Nothing left on the table.
Hey, respect, man.
Hey.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
this
no
is
doubt.
major, man.
No doubt.
All right.
it's nice to see you again. Ooh, if you're looking to test yourself, I've got a challenge for you prepared by the pros at the Gatorade training facility.
See you back.
planning a beach trip next week.
Never a bad decision. What's your go-to activity?
Well, you know, I've been doing a bit of skateboarding lately.
I love being at the beach.
Time to warm up. Ready to rock. Get ready to light it up tonight.
Keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about them, MP.
Hi, everyone. We've got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Thunder. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. And for San Antonio, they've got Keldon Johnson. Paul out there with the professor. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 slot. And looking at this game in terms of the NBA Cup, there are major implications here tonight.
Yeah, both these teams come in at 1-0, and with just 4 games in the group stage, the difference between 2-0 and 1-1 is massive. I'm sure that's not a fact that's lost on either of these coaches.
Well, for MP, winning the NBA Cup has been a point of emphasis for him. And tonight's game is huge to reach that goal.
It is, and I'll say this, every game in the Cup is a big one. Remember, just 4 teams in each conference advance, so you cannot afford multiple losses. MP will need to be on his A game every game to win it all.
And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. DA, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it'll show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, and that we're must-watch basketball this season. MP certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys?
We all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Paul. They get it back. Another shot. And Wembanyama with the layup.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
The first one falls. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Count it.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, just great ball movement.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Now, here's Caruso. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Holmgren with a screen on Paul. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Here's Hall. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander, and the shot is good.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
Shot from 16. Hall, no good. Thunder trailing by 8. Caruso, the pass to Holmgren, and the dunk by Holmgren.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Hall. He's got 12. Shoots over Caruso. Hall, no good.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Holmgren with a screen on Johnson. Dort misses. San Antonio leading by 6. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hall, that's good. Now, you may have heard MP just signed his first shoe deal. Certainly a big moment for him.
And teaming up with Jordan Brand, an incredible place to get your first shoe deal with. Congrats to MP. What an awesome achievement.
Dort misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
A different look now for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Johnson, and Jones subbed in for Paul. Hartenstein's checked in for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Joe comes in for Alex Caruso. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. We've seen the professor really having a great game.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Cason Wallace comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. .59 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Holmgren from deep. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Here's Hall. 15 points in the game. Holmgren with the steal. Joe with it. Now guarded by Hall. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
Pass to Hall. From outside the arc. Connects from three-point range. Hall's got 18 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Williams finds Joe. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Hall. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for San Antonio.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. The professor out there with Trey Jones. And it's Collins in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. And this NBA Cup, Greg, it's patterned after the WNBA Commissioner's Cup, which we all enjoy, and that started back in 2021.
Well, the W had loads of success with the Cup format. The basketball world took notice, and I think that is a major reason why the NBA started their version in 2023.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. And Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. And the basket is good.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Thunder trailing by 12. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Joe. He's guarded by Hall.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Guys, thanks. The Thunder, last season's top seed in the West, but they didn't rest on their laurels. They traded for a lockdown defender in Alex Caruso and signed hard-charging big man Isaiah Hartenstein. With their improvements, this is a team set to continue its upward trajectory. They have tons of draft capital moving forward and a ton of upside.
Big moves indeed. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. A baseline J. Hall, that's good. Hall's got 8 points in the quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
And the Thunder with some changes. Jalen Williams is checked in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso comes in for Wiggins. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Cason Wallace. Hartenstein against Wembanyama. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Lets it go from deep. Hall, that's good. Hall's got 32 points.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of the game. Here's Williams. And a missed layup.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Hall, that's good.
Obviously, his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades. What a jam by Williams, just springing off the floor and throwing it down.
Unloads from 13. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's 36 points for the professor.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from about 19 feet.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against Dallas.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
The rebound by the Spurs. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season. And again.
Hats off to him. I mean, he's got the longest 40-point streak in history.
Unreal. He's been on a scoring binge the likes we have never seen before.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey, folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They have to lock it down defensively. Giving up great shots is a great way to lose a game.
And if you're disruptive at that end, it creates
All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
You know, right now for the Thunder, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Taking a look at the Thunder. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. That one good for two.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Here's Williams, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Hall. Good on the triple. Hall's got 46 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
They grabbed their own miss.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Offline with his 3. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Plays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Here's Hall. Shoots over Caruso. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. 48 points for the professor.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Well, Brent, Mark Dagnall was named the 2024 Coach of the Year. And not once, but twice.
Yeah, he won 2 separate Coach of the Year awards. One voted on by his peers, and the other one voted on by the media. What a remarkable accomplishment for such a young coach that has not only grown himself, but grown this team in ways that a lot of other squads are envious. Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
That's good from Williams. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Dort wide open. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Here's Hall. Good. 54 points for the professor.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Caruso, no good.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Drills the three-pointer.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a 3rd win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
MP has been slinging 40s like it's nothing lately.
Good game, MP.
Good win. Let's keep it going. No excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the And as some of you might know, this game serving as the third contest in group play of the NBA Cup tournament for these two teams. Grant, a lot on the line here tonight for them.
Yeah, B.A., and both sides are very much alive in the group stage at this point. Whoever gets the win here is well on their way to the next stage of the NBA Cup.
And a lot of talk this year about MP and his sights set on securing the NBA Cup for his team. It really adds a bit of intrigue and drama to what's already become a fan favorite here in the early goings of the NBA season.
Yeah, as if we needed any more drama. MP, I think, draws a lot of attention to himself with his expectations and goals, but I admire that he puts his vision into reality and isn't afraid to tell the world what he wants to achieve. MP always seems to find a way to give us must-watch NBA action.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Then there's Johnson, then there's Chris Paul, and it's Hall in at the shooting guard position. About a minute played here so far in the first. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the fourth best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
He drops it from range. Hall's got 6.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Hendricks. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Sexton. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Hendricks, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Puts it up from 17. Uses the glass that time. It's good. Give him 8.
Yeah, the dime-dropping skills of Paul. Tremendous at getting it to uncover teammates.
Utah's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination of speed and size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him, B.A.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
To win the drought, Sexton misses.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Coach, when you watch Wemby, It's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all, but when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Hendricks. On the wing, Sexton. Here's Hendricks. Back to Markkanen. Kessler, a screen. The three. Kept alive. Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Paul. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Collins outside. Shot clock at 6. Eubanks the screen. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, look, if you're guarding Sexton in pick and roll action, you have to stop the ball first.
4-3, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Eubanks. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Clarkson from outside the arc, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Showing that competitive spirit, Clarkson really wanted to get them right back.
Here's Hall. Second chance shot, and it's Wembanyama laying it in.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Sexton. 17 seconds left in the first quarter here. That's another miss. 1 for 7 in this contest. Vassell outside.
Get there.
Here's Hall. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
And so it's San Antonio. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be right back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
All right, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Jazz, and he told me that after his initial exam, it doesn't appear to be anything major. They are going to keep him on the sidelines tonight, and it may be a few more games until he's ready to get back on the court. Guys?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Collier. And it's Eubanks in at the 5. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Coach, as you know, two-way wings like Devin Vassell are a hot commodity in the NBA these days.
Yeah, Brian, he's got good defensive instincts. He's got great length. and offensively a pretty good three-point shooter, but his main weapon is that mid-range jump shot.
And it's Clarkson missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
This one for three. And it's Hall missing. For Utah, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Clarkson passes to Eubanks. Collins outside. From downtown. Rebounded by the Spurs. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Markkanen outside to win the run. Knocks down the long J. Markkanen's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Collins. Sohan comes in for Barnes. Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. And it's Chris Paul in for Jones.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And we're almost halfway through the group stage. Do coaches start thinking a little bit about how tiebreakers might come into effect here?
You know, maybe. Point differential is the second tiebreaker after head-to-head record. So that might be in the back of their minds. You're going to want to make sure you put up some big numbers in the group stage if you can. Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Clarkson passes to Sexton. Back to Clarkson. The 3 is up. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 tonight.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And Hall gets it to go.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. Markkanen sets a screen. The Jazz again can't hit. And here are the Spurs now. They're on a 16-5 run. Here's Hall. The rebound by Markkanen.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Rise and fire away. This is Clarkson's attitude as soon as he catches the rock.
Drops in the 3.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
The baseline J. And he hits the jumper. Clarkson's got 10 points.
Oh, the handles from Jordan Clarkson.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hall. From down in the low post, it goes. Hall's got 42 in the game.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. Here's Hendricks. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. San Antonio on top, just dominating this one. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks.
Some great options in there. In fact, these guys might compete for all-star spots for the next few years.
That's a big leap, Kenny. One or two of them, maybe, but
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the San Antonio Spurs. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Then there's Chris Paul, then there's Johnson, and it's Hall in a two-guard.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history, the San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil my ultimate NBA Dynasty rankings.
All right, I mean, it took you long enough.
Actually, he brought this up 2 weeks ago.
Finally, Toby says something useful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it would have taken me 20 minutes, but maybe that's because I know.
Great win tonight, MP. Good job, MP. I see.
MP, it's an honor. I'm Chris Matthews. Welcome to the Art of Shooting.
What's up, Chris? I heard. Chris, what's up?
Yo, MP, you ready to start working?
That felt good. Oh, that stroke is pretty. How'd I miss that? It's raining threes. That's the way I do it. Oh, man. My bad. Here's today's rain and more rain. What's up? What's up? Man, that one felt good. Barely trying out here. Please. Better guard me. Yeah, baby.
That was solid, but it wasn't great. I'd like to try to push you a little.
Hey, yo, right here.
What's up, MP? I'm Chris Brickley. Welcome to my gym.
Chris.
Welcome in, MP.
Hey, let's go. Move around. Yeah. Let's go. I'm back right there. Hey, yo, help him out, man. Check it. Yo, who got ball? You can't rain. You can't shoot. Hey, what's the count? Yo. Hey, help. Ball. Someone get on him. Yo, watch him. Stay there. Over. That's a foul. Enough? I can keep going. Come on. All right, help. Yeah, don't blame it on that shoe. Brick. Oh, hit that. I'm not sweat out here. I got you. Hey, who got him? Hey, Don't worry yo, about it. right Keep here. shooting that. That's going in. Oh, I'm calling it. Don't go easy on me. Who next? Get board, get board. That's not your range, man. Come back in here. It's time for you to go to sleep. You were on me? Who's watching him? What? Hey, look at yours, look at yours. Hey, yo, help him out. Box. No, Muscle. Where you shooting that ball for you? At? Oh, that's the win. Yo, watch him. You got him. No shot. Yikes. You missed badly. You garbage. You just need to stay home and play 2K, yo. Hey, help. Nice back shot, Somebody's wrong with that miss. Ball. Hey, come around. Oh, come on. Hey, watch the back door. You're gonna miss anyways. You should subtract without air balls. Hey! Ah, you saw that? He hit me! Match! Help him!
Good job today. That's what it takes to be great.
Thanks, man.
You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move for the long-term health of the team.
But
not everyone is as thrilled as we are with the new lineup.
I'm sure you can figure out who he's talking about.
I mean, if I were him, I'd be unhappy too. But like you said, there's no place for hurt feelings, and this is a grown man's league.
Yes, of course. But we would like you to make a special effort to get him more involved in the offense when you're on the floor with him.
We've talked a lot about using your gravity to get everyone involved. We just want to make sure that he's one of those people.
Look, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time, but I don't understand what the problem is. We're winning games. Okay, Isn't that what's most important?
We're winning games now, in the regular season. But we're going to need him down the line, not just in the playoffs, but in the years to come. And if he feels like his talents are being wasted, he's going to want out. We could lose him.
And it's throwing off chemistry in the locker room.
I get that. But what's more important to him? Winning games or usage rate?
It's not that simple, MP. Everyone's got an ego, right? And quite frankly, he earned his.
He has done a lot for this organization, and we are just trying to do right by him. How would you feel if the tables were turned?
Look, I'll do what I can, but at the end of the day, he's his own man and he can make his own decisions.
We understand that. But we have some reasonable requests that we think you're going to be okay with.
All right, look, I'll give him my best shot, but he has to hold up his end of the bargain. I can't put the ball in the basket for him, too.
All we ask is that you try. It's in the best interest of the organization, MP.
We need you to be a team player.
MP.
Jake, what's up, man?
What's up, MP? Man, pleasure to meet you.
For you, Jake, anything, man. Let's do it.
Hey, you really are a good neighbor.
Yo, good game, man. You could ball.
Oh, man, that was a dream come true. Look, I've met a lot of MPs in my time, but this is the first time I've hooped with one of them.
Hey, that's what we do here, man. We make dreams a reality.
Hey, man, as a token of my appreciation, I got you a couple of gifts. You know, can't welcome someone into the neighborhood without a...
Yo, MP, how did the meeting go today?
Yo, it was okay.
Look, is this guy Scotty? Because I don't see him on any GOAT lists. Look, your job is to be a star, okay?
Look, I hear what you're saying, P, but it's not that simple, man.
Look, man, I'm just...
How you feeling?
It's going in!
Yo, we got this. Don't worry. Yo, keep shooting that. Hey, come around, come around. Let's go!
What's good? You're like money in the bank.
I got him. Give me that. That's a foul. Give me that. You saw that? He hit me.
going.
Come on, MP.
Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game.
Get your head into the game. Well, excuse me.
Yes. Easy work. Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game.
That's what I want to see.
Screen coming! Switch! Whose bad is that? Next! It's gone now!
What's up, MP?
That's gotta be kind of fun. Yeah, it is. All right, great snap. All ears.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own. Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth, and take a look at the Suns. They're 2-1 in the group portion of the NBA Cup. A win tonight is vital to advance.
This is pretty much do or die. 3 wins is normally what you need to advance, and 2-2, that's not going to cut it. Being at home should help them.
And now, talking about how things are going for the Spurs, they have steamrolled through the NBA Cup so far, with 3 straight wins to start the competition.
And with this being their last game of the group stage, they want to keep it rolling, right? Going into the knockout phase, undefeated gives a team a lot of motivation to take home the trophy.
And for MP in this last group stage game, it's very important for him to have a great performance.
Yeah, MP has to be happy with his team's position in this final group stage game. All you can ask for is a chance to advance. Remember, MP's made it known he wants to lift that NBA Cup.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Trey Jones out there with the professor, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. And it's Sohan missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now, here is O'Neal. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Nurkic. Can't hit from in close.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
RJ, no matter what the situation, Nurkic is a monster on the glass, isn't he?
He had 31 rebounds in 2024. You never see that anymore.
Sohan inside. O'Neal's there. Sohan, the pass to Johnson. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Ooh, barely beating the clock. Good awareness by Johnson.
O'Neal outside. And Beal kicks to O'Neal. Booker against Jones. Shot clock at 5. Fades back. Booker's shot is good.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Connects from 3-point range.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldrich. What's the latest, David?
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Grayson Allen's checked in for O'Neal. Beal, the pass to Nurkic. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Pass to Hall. Over Allen. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Suns trail by 11. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama. The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, the Professor.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Jones checked in for the Suns. Then for the Spurs, Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Vassell in for Jones. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Hall hits it from 3-point range. Hall's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Spurs.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Nurkic, still scoreless. Hall, that's good.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Here's KD after the made shot from Hall. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. So for the Suns, Plumlee, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Bol comes in for Kevin Durant. And Beal subbed in for Devin Booker. Now Allen. Bol, a screen on Vassell. Just 4 to shoot. And the Suns miss again. Here's San Antonio now. They're on an 18-7 run. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hall. No good off the back of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Right there.
Beal with it. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. And not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And so it's San Antonio. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We come back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Antonio.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Then there's the professor. Then it's Collins. And it's Branham in at the point guard position. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 11 points with that bucket from Allen.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities. Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Jones, the pass to Plumlee. Allen against Vassell. Allen kicks to Bull. Branham pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Here's Jones after the made shot from Hall. Bull can't hit. Spurs leading by 15. A baseline J. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Allen outside. It's Jones on the wing. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. A second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Some changes for Phoenix. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Plumlee. O'Neal comes in for Allen. And it's Devin Booker in for Tyus Jones. Something that helps up the ante for these NBA Cup games is that all of the tournament games are nationally televised. That's some added value and motivation for these squads.
Yeah, no one wants to perform poorly in front of a national audience. This is a chance early in the season to show everyone what you're about as a team and why you must be taken seriously.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Plumlee comes in for Bull. And Jones subbed in for Bradley Beal. The Spurs also with the sub. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Zach Collins.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan. He can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Here's Hall. The Suns getting the bucket. In the corner, Sohan with it. Puts it up. And it's San Antonio with another.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 18. Rejected by Hall. Over Booker. Hall, no good. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. KD looking around. And then Durant with the jam.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes, pretty easy for him.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Hall. Hits from the high post. Hall's got 27.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Jones, the pass to O'Neal. Back to Jones. Durant in the corner. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hall passes to Wembanyama. Now Sohan. Here's Hall. And a little luck that time, but it drops. He has 29.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
Outside, KD. From 12 feet out, he squares up and sinks it. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter.
In the mid-range, Durant is deadly as ever. Easy money sniper, putting up a little silky jumper.
It's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break.
Hello and welcome.
They haven't played well on the road, and they're going to be on the road for a while. This is a huge test for their mentals. Do they rise to the challenge, or do they wilt under the pressure of these hostile environments?
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the San Antonio Spurs. And that is it for halftime, folks.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships? Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Pass to Sohan. He's feeling it. Hall, that's good. Hall's got 4 points this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The 3 from KD. Rebound San Antonio.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Hall. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hall's got 35.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Outside, KD. Nurkic setting the pick for KD. And the baseline jumper, no good. San Antonio leading by 22. Wembanyama passes to Hall. Puts up a 3, and the 3 ball is good. Hall's got 38 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup, 4-0. They are group winners.
Great win tonight, MP. Good, MP?
He about to tear the roof off.
They don't even know what's coming for them.
All right. There was a lot of talk in this locker room at the beginning of the season about winning the NBA Cup and using that run to turn this year into something special. Tonight, They don't care about your hopes or your dreams or what any of you are visualizing. We lose this game, we're out of the tournament before it even gets started, and the rest of the league gets the scent of blood. Don't get so lost in the clouds that you trip over what's right in front of your face. You take it one possession at a time, one rotation at a time. Make the pass. Trust your teammates. Trust the work. We are not winning any trophies tonight, gentlemen. Just focus on beating the team that's in front of you.
Yep.
All right? Bring it in. Win on 3.
All right.
1, 2, 3, win! Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up next, the Warriors taking on the Spurs. For the Warriors, on the outside looking in, 9th place. Hi everyone, welcome to a special regular season contest. Tonight, we are in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. It's the west side of the bracket with a group winner taking on the wild card.
Well, this is when the Cup gets serious. It doesn't matter what you did in the group play. This is single elimination, loser go home, and winner moves on.
And this is, of course, a critical game for MP to come through and help his team stay alive in the battle for the NBA Cup. I'm anticipating the intensity to be a little more ramped up in this one.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you can sense that element of urgency. We're going to see players diving for the loose balls, hounding defense, some fast-paced action end to end. All eyes, including mine, will be on how MP rises to the occasion.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Buddy Hield is out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Payton in at the small forward.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sochan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Fultz against Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Fades away. Sochan with a rebound.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Outside Hield to end the run, and he dunks it down.
Well, Hield's so athletic, and right there you get to see it for your own eyes.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Hall, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. Hall's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start, 4 of 4 so far.
Outside Payton. Fultz passes to Payton. Shoots. And it's Green missing. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Lets a floater go, and the layup is good. Hall's got 10.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Grant.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the professor in the last outing against the Pelicans got the job done. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Jackson-Davis, a screen. Here's Green. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Outside Fultz. They set the pick. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And here's Payton. There's the triple. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. Payton's got 5 now.
Nice shot by Payton. Got to give him a little more respect.
Jones, the pass to Sohan. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Outside, Green. Back to Fultz. Hey, expanding his range. Rebound by San Antonio. And this team is in a fantastic rhythm right now. They've won 17 straight games.
I mean, it's been a lot of fun to watch these guys and how much they're enjoying this. Every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight's, and I'll tell you what, it's tough to keep up a streak. Gotta love the pressure.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Warriors. Down by 15. Right side, Green. With 4 on the clock. No luck on that one. And so the San Antonio Spurs liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Vassell and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Then there's Zach Collins, and it's Hall in at the point guard position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Hield for 3. The rebound by Hall. San Antonio leading by 15. Over to the wing. Collins passes to Hall. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Hield from outside. San Antonio with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Hall gets it to go. Hall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Warriors trail by 19. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Podziemski off target from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The shot's good. Hall's got 22 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Melton outside. Here's Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. San Antonio leading by 21. Here's Hall. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 24. Looking back at the first ever NBA Cup West quarterfinals last year, the Pelicans and Lakers won to advance to Las Vegas.
New Orleans going to Sacramento, beating the Kings by 10, and the Lakers at home. A thrilling three-point win over the Suns. Eventually, Los Angeles winning the first ever NBA Cup.
Just 3 to shoot. Melton passes to Looney. And no good. The dry spell continues. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Golden State calls timeout. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Collins. Sohan comes in for Mamukelashvili. Johnson, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Trey Jones in for Vassell. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Anderson. Payton's checked in for Podziemski. And it's Fultz in for Melton. And here's Jackson Davis. Yet to see a basket. Hits the trifecta.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the three ball.
He takes it in. Count the basket.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Jackson Davis' screen. To the middle. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And credit Buddy on that play. The correct read, setting up his teammate.
Sohan outside. Here's Hall. Green covering. Hall passes to Johnson. Over Green. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Jackson Davis a screen. Here's Green. The shot no good. Spurs lead by 22. Here's Hall. Sinks it from distance. Hall's got 31.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Green. Here's Hield. And that comes off the assist by Green. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Hield there.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so it's San Antonio, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well.
Vintage teamwork right there tonight. Everyone is looking to be the setup guy.
Yeah, when anyone could be the next to score.
Okay, and now moving on to what's been a fantastic head-to-head matchup at the two-guard spot.
Oh, man, do I like the competition I'm seeing at the two spot. This is a guards league. Right now, these guys are going at each other.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so it's Fultz who brings it up for Golden State. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. And so it's San Antonio.
Great win tonight, MP.
Night, MP.
Way to bring home that W. Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
Everything good, MP?
Get ready to light it up tonight.
The world-famous Las Vegas sign on the south side of the Strip. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the NBA Cup semifinals. It's been a thriller here in the Western Conference, and we expect more of the same tonight. Looking back at last year's West semifinal in the NBA Cup, the Lakers hammered the Pelicans 133-89.
Yeah, LA had a giant third quarter, outscoring New Orleans 43-17. Of course, 2 days later, the Lakers winning their first ever NBA Cup tournament.
The bright lights of the NBA Cup semifinals. So much pressure. And guess what? MP thrives in the spotlight. Guys, he loves it.
Yeah, and talking to MP before the game, you could tell he was ecstatic. The entire NBA is watching this one. MP has a huge chance to prove himself. I expect him to have a big game.
Here's the starting group for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. And it's Whitmore in at the 3 slot. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Van Vliet looking around. With the fadeaway. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, Jalen Green is a product of G League Ignite and clearly showing other folks there's a new path for potential lottery picks to take.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And he sinks the second. San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And that one, good. 8 points for the professor.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Şengün kicks to Green. Misses the 3. The Spurs have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Hall. A 3-ball. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Smith the pass to Green. Here's Whitmore. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Şengün with a screen on Jones. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Pass to Van Vliet. 1:30 left in the first quarter of the game. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Zohan the pass to Hall. Beyond the arc. No good on that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
You know, Clark, the Rockets have done a good job building a young foundation to this roster.
Yeah, I like what they've done, Kevin. They made big strides last season, and it's a team that's really growing up right in front of our eyes, and there's no reason that they can't continue the trend they're on.
Jones, the pass to Hall. To the left side wing. Launches it. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Smith sets the pick for Green. Down low. Will it go? Rebound by Zohan.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Back to Johnson. Hall passes to Zohan. Here's Hall. Guarded by Green. Hall, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And if they keep draining the... Welcome back to the NBA Cup semifinal. Second quarter action getting underway. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. Then there's the professor. Then it's Collins. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. Rockets trailed by 19. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Spurs. They're in the midst of an unbelievable streak right now. 18 straight wins. Just remarkable.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head, because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this crew. That's not gone away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
And it's win or go home here, and this is what you love about the Cup, right, guys? The semifinals of the Cup are so enthralling. It's the closest thing we have to the college basketball tournament.
Yeah, everything is on the line in this one moment. That creates a lot of excitement, a lot of drama, and that's what the league was trying to achieve with this event.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the dunk by Eason.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
D.A. totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. And here's the fast break. Here's Shepard. Out to Thompson. Houston moving it around. Şengün inside. Working on Collins. Şengün no good. Here's Hall. He's covered by Thompson. Hall, that's good. Hall's got 32 points in the game. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A different look now for San Antonio. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Zach Collins. And Jeremy Sohan subbed in for Vassell. Houston also making some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Thompson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. VanVleet outside. Adams sets the pick for VanVleet. And nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5. Clark, famously, Fred VanVleet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size, but man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred VanVleet has done. He is an incredible basketball player, smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
Here's Hall, covered by VanVleet. Sohan, the pass to Hall. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hall's got 37.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And here is VanVleet. Hasn't made one yet. Can they get it? The Rockets with another miss.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Here's Hall. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Van Vliet against Jones. Clock at 6. Here's Whitmore. The Rockets again can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Van Vliet outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Şengün comes in for Steven Adams, and Smith subbed in for Tari Eason. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Jalen Green has some serious hop. Yes, he does.
To the inside, Hall, and he jams it with authority.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Now here's Van Vliet, still without a basket. No good from 18. And so it's San Antonio with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Look, guys, anything can happen in a game like this, and we've already seen this kind of hype. You know, we know what it brings. I wouldn't go so far.
Okay, and now let's check out the power rankings as we move through the middle of the season.
You take a look at the Spurs, they're in that.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Hart.
We are just one half away from finding out who will be headed to the championship game of the NBA Cup. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And this sends them straight to the NBA Cup Tournament Finals. A huge honor and a great opportunity for this team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they knew what was on the line tonight, and I think they played with postseason intensity to punch their ticket to that finals contest.
And
Great win tonight, MP.
Get ready to rumble, young blood. Let's go.
What a view of the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello and welcome to the NBA Cup Championship. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joining me are Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge. I'll tell you guys, this has become one interesting event.
Yeah, even though it's still the regular season, this is a chance to put a stake in the ground saying, hey, we're the best team in the league right now. One of these teams is going to come away with that level of confidence.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. You take a look at the Bucks. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they've just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Middleton in at small forward. And for San Antonio, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The professor out there with Trey Jones. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. And how about this run to the NBA Cup Championship for MP? From the start, he's made a point to tell us he wants the cup.
And his play has been incredible. The MP's led this team. It's been about more than what he's done on the floor. He's also led by example, and tonight for MP, it's all about enjoying the moment, playing to your potential, and hoisting that trophy.
And here's Trent after the three-pointer from Hall. Well, thinking back to last year, the first ever NBA Cup, the Lakers beating the Pacers in the final 123-109. And LeBron James was named MVP of the tournament.
And Anthony Davis went off in the final, 41-20. For the Pacers, yes, they lost that championship game, but the experience was huge for them. And I think really helped them with a deep playoff run.
The three-pointer is right on target. Hall's got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Giannis outside. Back to Lillard. Middleton the pass to Lillard. No good from outside.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Hall. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Lillard. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Hall. He's got 9. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now here's Middleton. 9 points last game out. Here's Hall. Defended by Trent. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And there it is again. Nice make there from Hall. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. Green's checked in for Trent. He's been out. On fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Damian Lillard.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
And to Tacumbo, a putback, and staying with the play, Lopez.
Listen, guys, Brook Lopez has a big body, and if you don't box him out, he's going to get some work done on the glass.
Sohan finds Wembanyama. Spurs passing it around. Here's Hall. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Count the basket. 16 points for the professor.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Green. He has yet to score. Antetokounmpo, no good. Spurs leading by 9. Pass to Hall. Sohan with the ball. Takes the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Hall's got 19 points.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Now here's Giannis. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. And so it's San Antonio with it, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that one drops for him. 21 points for the professor.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Lillard. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Shot to stop the run. Sinks the three-pointer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Welcome back, everyone. This is the second annual NBA Cup Championship game. It's the second quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for the Bucks, Chris Middleton is out there with Portis. And it's Green, and it's Taurean Prince, and it's Beauchamp in at the 2 spot. And Barnes has got the ball here for San Antonio, coming in on a 19-game win streak. They're set to achieve something very few teams have ever done. A win tonight would be their 20th win in a row.
Almost mind-boggling that you could string together brilliant basketball over such a sustained period of time. Think about the focus that they have to bring nightly. Think about the commitment to grinding it out every single night regardless of your opponent. Just absolutely incredible stuff.
Here's Middleton. Barnes grabs the miss.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Hall, that's good.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Middleton outside. From the arc. Another miss by Middleton. Spurs leading by 15. Pass to Hall. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. Hall's got 28 points for the game.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Jackson passes to Portis. And here's Middleton. On the wing, Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Portis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. What an incredible start to this Cup championship, Greg, they've had.
And let's give their coaching staff a huge shout-out as well. They prepared their team for this one-off championship, and they have come out on fire.
Trent's checked in for Milwaukee. Damian Lillard comes in for Jackson. Hits the three-point bomb. And that's 31 points for the professor.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks trail by 20. Lillard looking around. Pass to Trent. Prince, right side. Bucks passing it around. Trent setting a pick for Middleton. Over Sohan. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Slippery play by Middleton. Comes off the pick and goes on the offensive.
Here's Hall. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. 34 points for the professor.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Trent outside. Middleton on the wing. Defended by Sohan. And here's Trent outside. Drills the three-pointer. Trent's got 8 points.
No surprise, it's Gary Trent Jr. who answers them right back from the arc.
Pass to Hall. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have have really been the driving force on this run.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Wembanyama, he's checked in for San Antonio. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
And you look at Lillard, the third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Hall passes to Sohan. From downtown, connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against Houston.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
The Bucks making a switch here. Lillard against Jones. And it's Lillard missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
One-on-one fast break. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That's just tremendous hustle by Trent Jr., getting out in front of the defense, making himself available in transition.
Hall passes to Sohan. Lets it go with a three. And so it's San Antonio closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly.
Howdy, folks.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it...
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the San Antonio Spurs.
Tonight is what we've been waiting for, man. This is really the biggest game thus far.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
There's always a buzz around Las Vegas. And just getting going here for the 2024 NBA Cup Championship second half. And thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Jones is out there with the professor, and it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Lopez, no luck. And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. From the corner, another one falls for San Antonio.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Middleton the pass to Trent. Back to Middleton. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Johnson.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Trent kicks to Lillard. On the wing, Giannis. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And again, the Bucks miss.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Hall passes to Sohan. Puts one.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning. And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey! Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything?